We're visiting the Chateau of the Loire Valley in France, and now we're arriving in Amboise, where there are two chateaux, and our driver asks, would we like to see both?
So, do you want to visit both or just one castle?
Well, yes, we have time on this van tour to see two chateaux, so we'll come back to the big castle in a little while. And first we start out with the Clos Lucé, most famous as the final home of Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo was invited to France by King Francois I, who spent part of his youth here at Amboise, and then continued to live there on and off during the early years of his reign. Francois made extensive improvements to the smaller chateau to be sure that it would be ready for the great artist from Italy. You actually get to walk through Leonardo's bedroom and his study. You can see the desk that he sat at. It's really quite inspiring. Leonardo was already over 60 years old when he left Italy in 1516 to relocate to the chateau, where he was supported in fine style by the King of France. Some models of Leonardo's inventions are on display here in various rooms. He brought with him the Mona Lisa and several other paintings which are now in the Louvre Museum. Leonardo had been in declining health for some time previously, and he lived only 3 years here after his arrival at Amboise, but it must have been a very comfortable and pleasant retirement for him. Some remains of Leonardo are buried in the Chapel of Saint Hubert, which is a real gem of Gothic architecture. Amboise is famous for the Grand Chateau that was once the home of the French royal court. Francis I was succeeded by his son Henry II, who was succeeded by his son Francis II. And he brought his young bride, Mary Stuart, the Queen of the Scots, to the chateau. Within a year, Francis II died and left his young queen a widow and orphan, and so she returned to Scotland. The plateau the chateau sits on forms a high terrace supported by massive walls with a round tower and two enormous towers at each end. The chateau is really like a fortified medieval castle, and you have nice views looking down in the village from the chateau. It's a charming old town with some excellent restaurants and naturally a pedestrian zone and some souvenir shops for you. Here's how the Tourist Information Office describes the town of Amboise. It's often said that Amboise has the most Italian flair of all the Loire Valley cities, a cheerful reminder of what the Italian Renaissance brought to the area 5 centuries ago. Amboise is a serene, easygoing town, true to the image of splendor that characterized that blessed era. Pedestrians will appreciate the shopping areas as well as the esplanades located along the riverbanks of the Loire. The city is also home to one of the largest outdoor markets in the area every Friday and Sunday morning. The old town is right next to the castle and quite small, so it's easy to explore and a good place to have lunch. He's got a hippie owner. My cat-loving wife found a very friendly orange fellow to play with. No doubt one of the free-ranging town mascots. Our series about the Chateau of the Loire is also bringing you to Chenonceaux, Chambord, Cheverny, Azé, and Blois, and a few other places with our home base in the city of Tours. Have a look at our YouTube channel and our website for more movies about this beautiful region and many videos about the rest of France.